Hello and namaste to every students. I'd like to welcome you all in today's session, specially focusing to the students from grade 4. Today we are in our English session and we will be going for tasking and exploring some more information about our creativity for today. Before going for today's lesson, I would like to revise the topic which we have done last week. Especially the last week we had focused one of the content from grammar, that was punctuation. The different marks, the different remarks which we use in our daily language while writing and while reading or speaking, they are called punctuation, under which we talked capital letter, how to use them, we talked about full stops, we talked about questions mark, and even we went through some of the informations related to the use of commas. So now in today's class, we are basically focusing on the part of creative writing in English literature. It's how to develop story, developing story. Do you know, dear children, today early in the morning when I woke up, I started screaming. That was suddenly happened incident to me. I started screaming. I was frightened at the time when I immediately woke up. I did not know. I was unknown about the reason. And the day started. I completed my usual work of the morning. And the fear which was inside me was not recovered. And I was thinking why I was afraid. The mind was scrawled. But also I could not get the complete reason for my fearness or afraidness. Then what happened? It was almost 9 o'clock. I completed my usual work and I started my class 2, which was online. I started the class at 9 o'clock, but still that time I was not recovered. Still the fear was inside me. And then after, suddenly when I started my class, my students started enrolling in the classroom. That was through my meeting. That was through my device. I admitted all the students. The class was focused on phonetics related to English. Then what I did, I admitted all the students and I started talking to them. Then when I started talking, meanwhile, I found myself relief. The magical happens to me. I found relieved myself. I did not get any fear at that time. Then I realized that suddenly sometimes the humans, they got some kinds of emotions or feelings through which they start reacting. But when we go for the different mazes, like that I talked with my children in the classroom, that can be removed if it's related to the negativity, that easily can be removed, and if it's with positive vibes, that can be increased or enhanced. And at the time, I realized that talking with some lovable people can remove our anxiety, our fear, our negativity. The lovely people gives the positive vibes to us. So now I am standing in front of you today with my cheerful face. Hope all the students are also having their cheerful face within the time of today's session. So now coming back to our lesson, I said you one of the incident, I narrated it, but remembered You were fascinated while I was speaking. I was telling you my events of the morning. So, that is what we can see, and we can develop the creativity, the creation in us. While speaking also it can be, while writing also it can be. That was the part of the story. That was the narration, the event, and that was the part of the story too. Story always fascinates us. So dear children, today in terms of our class, as I have completed narrating one of the event, so beside that, basically we'll be going for developing the story, creating our story, or developing our creative writing skills. We are going through 3 different activities. The first one, pictures. Okay, let's see the pictures. Do you want to see? Okay, that's the same pictures under which we are making the stories in the different forms. The pictures are there for you. The first picture, it's the jungle where we could see the fox. Fox has been coming out from its shelter. Then in the next picture we could see the fox still roaming here and there in the jungle. Then in the third picture what we could see, the fox was trying to grab the grapes from the branch of the trees. The third picture. And the next picture, which gives the conclusion to our story or to the events there, that is the fox returned back with empty hand, with no more grapes on its hand. So, it can be different in your perception. Whatever I said, you could be analyzing the picture in a different way. What I had in my mind when looking at the picture, that could not be from you. You might be looking from the different dimensions. But it's you only which can raise your words regarding the pictures too. You can say there was a fox. The fox was inside one of the house nearby the jungle. Then coming out from the house, the fox started walking away. Then you also could have seen there the fox is jumping. The next one also you can say that the fox was trying to grab the grapes or trying to get the grapes, and the fox returned back after completing the grapes or after eating the grapes completely. So this can be different, but at the time we are obviously developing our skills of finding the pictures descriptions. So this is one of the part of developing skills. Remember children, 2 different ways of developing the skills of story that I have said to you today. The first one, it was already there where I narrated my events. That was somehow incomplete, but narrating the events made us fascinated, and at the time we developed the language skills. The next one, we talked about the pictures where we found the different perceptions of the different people. Anyway, finding the perceptions or imagining what had happened there in the pictures or guessing what were the things in the pictures, we try to develop or we try to create. That's what the skills of number 2. And that is also the part of story. That is also the development of our story writing, our story speaking, storytelling skills. Now moving towards The next one, it is sometimes when somebody gives us the clues, somebody gives us the hints, then too we can develop the story. Some of the words can be given, some of the incident can be made available to us, and then we can create the complete circumstances by that. Doesn't matter how it will be, because you know children, we are in the learning phase. No learners are wrong. If they give their opinion, if they try, obviously they will be the perfect one in the upcoming days. So don't feel hesitate to deliver your views, your opinion and your imagination. That's the development of creativity. So now moving towards the next one, we are talking about the clues. The same story which we had discovered in the pictures, with the help of clues, now we are trying to make the story of them. So now please check it out. The clues are given to you on your TV screen. The clues are there. But before that, I also have mentioned the title. The next concept to be realized and remembered by every student, that is, every story must have the title. Please keep it on your mind, or you can write down in your notebook too. Without the title, the story would remain incomplete. So that children, the story's title here I have mentioned for all of you is The Fox and the Grapes. You can take the clues too. The clues are there. A fox. Obviously with the title too, we have identified the story is related to the fox, and the starting clues is also there. That's a fox. That means we are 100% sure about the story, who is the main character. So a fox is there. Let me read out all the clues and then we will develop the story from there as well. A fox moves in the jungle, feels hungry, sees the grapes, branch of the trees, waters the plant. Is it waters the plant? No, it's waters the mouth. The fox jumps up to pluck the grapes, can't get, says, I don't like grapes, return back empty hand. Remember children, I have said empty hand earlier too. That means somehow the concept is clear to us. At the end, the fox was with empty hand. Now let's move on to how do we develop the story from the given clues. We will relate all the words or all the phrases to make the complete story along with the title, which could relate the title, A Fox and the Grapes. So now let's find out. A fox, starting word should be there, once. Once a fox was moving around the jungle. Remember, I have taken the hints for creating the first sentence. A fox, once a fox, was moving in the jungle. At the time when the fox was moving in the jungle, then he felt hungry. Walking around, moving around and getting lots of strength to move around, obviously we feel hungry. So in the same way, the fox also felt hungry when he was moving around the jungle. Then after, what could we relate there is, sees the grapes can be related there. Okay, when we feel hungry, what do we need? It's food. So how can we relate there? sees the grapes can be mentioned in the next sentence. When the fox felt hungry, or the fox was feeling hungry, suddenly, at the time, the fox saw the grapes. Where did he see the grapes? Okay, it's at the branch of the trees. The fox saw the grapes. We are relating each and every conditions related to our clues. So what I have said there, once there was a fox, the fox was moving in the jungle. Suddenly the fox felt hungry, but at the time when he was in search of food, he found or he saw the grapes. Where was it? It was at the branch of the trees. Then the next circumstances or the next situation we can relate there. It is when the fox saw the grapes at the branch of the trees, it started watering its mouth. When we see some delicious foods in our kitchen, what do we find? We find watery mouth. So in the same way, the fox also felt. It started watering in its mouth. Then the next incident we can relate there, trying to remove its hunger, trying to get the grapes, the fox jumped up high because the grapes were at the branch of the trees. So the fox started jumping up high to grab the grapes, to pluck the grapes. Here we have jumps up to pluck the grapes. That means the fox started jumping to pluck the grapes from the branch of the trees. But do you know, children, how much strength do we have? That also should be realized. If it was giraffe, then the branch of the trees or the grapes could easily be plucked by giraffe because the giraffe is the tallest animal. But that was the story, or it's the story of the fox, where the fox height is not so much taller. So the fox has to jump up to get the or to pluck the grapes. But let's find out, was it really successful? Had the fox become able to pluck the grapes from the branch of the trees? Okay, let's find out from the next clues. It's can't get. The fox, either he tried to jump up or he tried to pluck the grapes. The trial had gone in vain. It was not fruitful because it could not get the grapes easily. So then what happened? Obviously, we can imagine there the next condition, when we do not get the things easily, then we started disliking them. We started getting our desires transformed to the next. So here in the next situation, according to the clues given in the exercise, what we can say? Return back. But before that we have says, I don't like grapes. That was the statement said by the fox. When the fox was not able to grab the grapes, then what did it say? What did he say? It says, or he says, no, I don't like grapes. That's not tasty, or that's not juicy. So the fox also said the same thing, and then there was no any hope. He could not believe that the grapes could be plucked, so that the fox returned back with the empty hand. We were correct in some extent in the beginning when we were talking about the pictures. The fox returned back home without anything. That was with empty hands. So dear children, this is what we can sometimes go through the clues and creating or developing the story. Now next one way, how do we develop the story? That is reading the story from our references, from our books, and then reciting them again and again. That's also one of the creation. That's also one of the skills. Do you know, children? When you have to pass the examination, when you have to get A+ in your examination, you must have to read. Reading is your skill, and then getting A+ is your achievement. In the same way, here when we are talking about developing the story, we can sometimes imitate others to develop our creation. We can read the story from others, and even we can go through retelling them. So that's our ability. That's our discoveries. Now, going towards the same story, I also have been going for the presentation of the summary. The same story, but the summary. Remember, children, narrating story. The next one, pictorial demonstration, sometimes with the clues. Demonstrating the clues also helps us to find out or to create the story. The next one, we are going to the summary of the story, reading it. Now I hope all the students are ready to read aloud. I have already said to you that the story must have the title at first. Without the title, we might have heard once or many times, if the vegetable doesn't have salt, then the vegetable is worthless. It doesn't have any taste. So in the same way, the story, if it is written without title, it seems like that of tasteless vegetables. So now the title of the story you have been getting from there, The Fox and the Grapes. Let's read out aloud. It's also the presentation related to reading skills and developing creativity under story writing. So, once there was a fox. Past tense. Another one more information. When we are talking about the story, then generally the stories are written in past tense. So many informations you are getting. Please try to keep it in your mind. Once there was a fox. One day the fox was moving around the jungle. Suddenly the fox felt hungry, getting the hope of finding food. It moved here and there. At the same time, the fox saw the grapes at the branch of the tree. The fox started watering its mouth. This is the first part. And now you need to compare how we have done in the pictures, what we have said in the clues, and what we are finding in the story reading exercise. So, the next one to be continued there. Then the fox started jumping up high to pluck the grapes. Trying for many times, after the trial for many times, the fox failed to grab the grapes. The fox failed to grab the grapes. Finally, the fox, in his tiredness, said, "No, I don't like grapes. It's not tasty," it means. So, then the fox returned back with empty hand. Returned back with empty hand. So, now the morals. The next one, information to be given to all the students that every stories consist of morals. The lessons we can get, either it's from fairy tales or it's from some of the incident, or instead if we go for finding some of the readable story from our references books, everywhere we find the lessons. We learn something from them. So the morals of this story is, don't trace the path if you are unknown or if you are unable. The fox was trying, but his try became worthless. He could have realized that it was not his ability. Sometimes we could be able to grab the things with our inability too, but that is very rare cases. So we can learn from here that don't trace the path if you are unknown. Hope all the students will be enjoying their assignment too, and today's session also they might have enjoyed. So the next time whenever we meet, we'll be meeting and we'll be gathering with another different topic, either related to English grammar or related to English literature. Till that time, have a good day and thank you so much.